Let me check the piece real quick. Go ahead and say something. Yeah, I'm not getting you for some reason. Let me try and grab your audio another way. Though it doesn't make any sense that that should be the case. Apply. Oh, you know what? I know exactly what the problem is. I think it's that. I think it might be on my end. Go ahead and say something.
Testing. One,
Yeah,
two,
there
three.
you are. You're live now. Though it shouldn't have been like that. That's odd. Can't hear him, dude. Just giving you a heads up. Yeah, thank you, Tony. We appreciate that a ton, Tony. Um, you have audio now. That's weird. It shouldn't have done that. But I think I know why. It's because I'm not sending you through the same speaker system as my other stuff. That's why. I know why. Okay.
Okay,
So
so basically what y'all missed was Extreme Rules sucks, and we have a lot of non-gimmick matches, so we're going to talk about that.
yeah. I'm gonna try and share this link real quick now that we have it working correctly into this podcast group that I'm a part of. But we're gonna talk about some gimmick stuff real quick because this is a gimmick pay-per-view, and I thought we would talk about some of our favorite Extreme Rules matches. Now we kind of interpret this a couple different ways. There is one actual match that happened at Extreme Rules that I did like, and I don't know what people think about this match. So let me know your opinion on it, Moise, because I thought the match between John Cena and Brock Lesnar at 2000 and whatever it was. I thought that was a great Extreme Rules match. It was bloody, it was violent, it was physical. Like, it was legitimately something to kind of behold. And I think it's worth going back and rewatching again. Like, it stands the test of time. Mainly because John Cena wins that match. I think people forget that. Like, John Cena beat Brock Lesnar that night, even though they made it seem like Brock Lesnar should. That's where he should have started his
Wait,
defeating.
did?
Yeah,
Yeah, because that was Brock Lesnar's first match back. That's weird.
yeah, Brock Lesnar lost that match, which is crazy because if you think about it, it seems like Brock won that match, but he did not. So it's absolutely bizarre. But what did you think of that match? Do you like that match? Are you a fan of it at all?
I liked that match. Um, Basically, it was our first time seeing Brock after so long, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He still had that aura of suspense, but now, you know, we've seen it over and over and over. But it was a great match. They beat the hell out of one another.
Yeah, they did. They absolutely like just decimated one another in that match, and there's some great like hard shots with the. Remember, he wrapped his fist in the what's it called, the chain
And
and stuff. Yeah, he went old school
uh,
John Cena. So
ended with the attitude adjustment on the stairs, correct?
I believe, yeah, exactly, and he pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. John Cena, big match John and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of crazy to think about that match and stuff, and to think how maybe different booking would have changed Brock's character even at the time, if you really think about it. What about you? What's some Extreme Rules matches that you were a fan of, Moise?
It it wasn't an Extreme Rules match, but Edge and Mick Foley at WrestleMania, that was hardcore.
That's a great one. Do you have any matches that took place at an Extreme Rules event?
I know you weren't a fan of this match, but I was. The Shield versus Evolution. Um,
It was okay. So now remind me, because I may be confusing this with like something else. Did the Shield win that match, or did Evolution win it?
the Shield won it, and the
Okay.
next night was when Seth turned his back.
Yes. Okay. Now, yeah, that's what. Okay, that was the event that is now known as Blue Tista, right? That's when he wore the blue trunks, wasn't it?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah.
It was
So
either that or it was a match for Batista basically just powerbombed everyone, and that's all he was there for.
that's all Batista's ever there for. It's just like, hey, can you pick this guy up really high? He's like, yeah, I think so. Let me give it a try. I'll see if I can do it.
He's really liked in business, so I bet he's like an awesome dude, but
Yeah,
you know.
no, I agree, and he's done very well for himself too. Like he's not he's said on multiple interviews that he wants to come back to wrestling. He says that he doesn't want to do it with the wrong opponent or anything. Like I think they offered him Triple H. Wasn't that like the news story that came by? Is that they said, hey, we'll bring you back and you'll do a program with Triple H. And he's like, I don't want to work with Triple H. I've already worked
He's
with him. What's the
Yeah,
point?
he said he wants to work with someone he can make a superstar.
Yeah, which, as much flack as we give Batista, like, I mean, I know I give him flack, but, like, I still respect what he's done, his legacy, and he's definitely going to be someone that we see in the Hall of Fame one day. And if he does a good program with somebody and allows them to go over at something major in a major way, like, that'd be good. It wouldn't be good, like, who would it be good for? It wouldn't be good for AJ. It wouldn't be good for It'd be good for Shinsuke.
Yeah, I feel like I feel like that's a match where Shinsuke could get hurt legit though.
Be good for Baron
I don't mind
Corbin.
seeing, I wish you might see Bobby and Batista.
You know what? As much as I don't like Bobby Lashley, as me and you have talked about multiple times, I actually wouldn't mind that match. I would be interested to see Bobby Lashley and Dave Batista one-on-one in a a larger scope match that goes for a decent amount of time. No joke. I think that would actually be pretty good. I wouldn't mind seeing that at all.
Yeah, and I think KO would be good just because of the mic interaction with them.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good too. Okay, well, so if we're gonna talk about other extreme like rules matches, like just rules where it's like a hardcore match and stuff, one of my favorite matches, and I know we'll probably, here's the thing is when we do these kind of gimmick type match or pay-per-views, because they have a lot. We only have like maybe 4 or 5 that are like not really gimmick heavy pay-per-views. But then we have things like TLC, Hell in a Cell. Survivor Series technically is a gimmick-filled pay-per-view, even though they don't really
Elimination Chamber.
Elimination Chamber.
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank. Yeah, wow. See, we have 5 gimmick pay-per-views. There has to be more.
I think we do have more.
Well, remember the year Bret Hart was the general manager? We had the Fatal 4-Way pay-per-view.
Oh God, that was so bad.
Like, they're definitely like they introduce them throughout it too, especially when like somebody gets like a hair up their butt and they're just like, what if everybody wrestled backstage? Oh my gosh, then we'd go back to WCW days if that was to happen. Hopefully that never happens. Do you count the Royal Rumble as a gimmick pay-per-view? I guess technically it is, right? It centers around a gimmick.
Give me Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, if you want to count Survivor Series, and Elimination Chamber just because I think it sets up that second match for me.
Yeah, Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber is great. I love honestly, I've become a huge fan of those types of matches and stuff. But we'll talk about more gimmick stuff when we get to other gimmick pay-per-views. But I just wanted to take a second to talk about some of like our favorite Extreme Rules matches and stuff. Yeah.
How would you feel if they moved Elimination Chamber before Royal Rumble, and then you have a guy who's already the #1 contender, and then it's up to the guy who wins if he wants to make it triple threat or go to the other show?
See, I don't like when they do that. Like, here's the thing. Like, when Dave Batista won the Royal Rumble, and they had to figure out a way to get Daniel Bryan into the main event to win the match and everything, I wasn't a huge fan of that. Like, I liked it because I wanted to see him conquer the mountain, and I know that's why they did it. But I would have been so much happier if Daniel Bryan would have just won his spot in the main event of Mania and then won that match. I would have been more than happy with just that being the case.
And then we got the report where Batista was like, "Why am I winning this match?"
Yeah, exactly. But everybody thought the same thing. But here's the thing: is like Dave never, ever, ever should have won that match. He really never should have. And it didn't. It didn't work for a lot of reasons, and partly because Dave Batista, while I just said that like I respect his legacy and I do think he's a future Hall of Famer and stuff, he's not The Rock, right? Like he's not Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's not Triple H. He's not some of these larger name guys that really has the ability to disappear, come back, and make a statement like that, because he's never been that guy. You know, Rey Mysterio could do that, right? The Undertaker, not so much anymore, but during that time that happened, he could have done that. Shawn Michaels,
Even Kane to an extent.
Kane, I would love to see that happen with Kane. You know, there's some people that, as fans, I think we'd love to see that happen with. But we're getting way off topic now. This is like fantasy booking podcast hour at this point, which would be a fun episode. That'd be a fun thing to do.
We can do that in the future.
Yeah, for sure. I guess so. Let's go ahead and jump into like our actual show now that we're done with this little extreme segment. I'm gonna let you kind of take the reins now. Get it, reins. And let's go ahead and talk about some Raw and SmackDown moments.
Before that, let's a couple of big news events happened.
Okay.
We got speculation that Daniel Bryan did sign a new contract. Because he's booked past his last date, which
Yes.
me and you never thought he was leaving.
Yeah, I didn't really think that he would. I would have been very surprised if he would have left.
Maria Kanellis, from the rumors, is supposed to come back at the end of summer, which please save Mike's career. I'm the NXT do it, but because they'll kill it in NXT, but it might need to be on TV.
Yeah. I've only seen the handful of stuff that he's done, and he's already gone so far out of my memory that like I've almost forgot what their whole like gimmick of being like this super the power couple and stuff like that. Like, wouldn't it be cool if she comes back and they are able to? I know John Cena and Bella, whichever one she is, are on a break or whatever the case may be, which could be a work. Did you hear about that rumor too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Daniel Bryan and Nikki would be fun, or Daniel Bryan and Brie would be fun.
that'd be a good one, and that could work for both of them, right? Like that wouldn't hurt Daniel and Brie. That would help both stock in a lot of ways, and it would help them build those two future stars too. So that'd be a great idea, actually. But
All
yeah.
right. And Caitlyn will be returning for the Mae Young Classic.
Really? I did not
Yep.
hear about that. That's exciting.
See what's the first competitor announced.
I have not stayed up with the product nearly as much as I should have for this last week. I should have been watching some stuff at least on the YouTube channel.
In 1 or 2 matches, and then move over.
Yeah, and then just had you tell me about the rest.
Deeb last year. Classic. So I think that's what we're bringing Caitlyn on for.
Okay. You're cutting out on me a little bit. You got some lag on your stream. I don't know if you're having some bad internet or if it's me. I sure hope it's not me. I'm not sure what the cause is. But we're gonna power through this.
I got a slight lag, but it's not. What about you?
Well, you keep cutting out volume-wise towards me for some reason. It keeps coming in and out.
It keeps coming what?
It keeps coming in and out, just like I just did to you. I'm guessing.
All right. Is this better?
No, it's cutting out. It's actually cutting. It says unstable network detected, switching to standard video quality for me.
That's weird. Yeah, because I'm on business internet right now, so.
It must be my end. I don't know. I've been having some funky problems. I think it's the setup I'm using. Sadly, it may be just all on my end, so that's not any good. But we'll power through this. We'll get through the rest of it. So let's go ahead and keep talking about Raw highlights.
Yeah. So Raw highlights. There's a couple things I want to discuss. Nothing too big. The Bobby and Roman brawl to start the show was pretty cool. Because they made them both look like legit badasses. And they're both so mediocre on the microphone that the mediocreness is like 2 negatives becoming a positive.
Sometimes that works. Sometimes that works.
Then we had Corbin and Elias beat Balor and Rude, which I thought was a good match. Sasha and Bailey are in counseling, which I'm wearing my Bailey shirt today.
Why are they doing the counseling thing again? We already had that happen with the team that's even back at the moment. Like, it's so weird that they're doing this.
You wrestle for a living. You're supposed to hate your opponent.
Right?
Why is Kurt Angle making him go to counseling?
Dumb.
Drew McIntyre and Seth Rollins had a great match. The stipulation was if Drew lost, he can't accompany Dolph for Extreme Rules. But Drew ended up winning. And it was clean, too.
Oh, really? Drew McIntyre is a future Hall of Famer right there. They need to push him to the moon.
Well, I think they're just scared because they did it once before and they don't want to go through that again, you know?
Yeah, but that was their own fault. They pushed him too hard. Now he has that cachet. He has that legitimacy to him, and he's such a good performer.
Yeah, and a quick recap of SmackDown. Big brawl on Miz TV leading to New Day and Team Hell No versus Sandy and Bludgeon Brothers as the main event, which was a great match. Those 10 beat the hell out of one another. And then another match I wanted to discuss was Rusev and Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles. It was a decent tag team match with the heels going over.
That's good because, yeah, that works out fine because I think we'll get into it as we talk about the matches, but I suspect both faces are going to go over in the pay-per-view. It makes the most sense, obviously. Even though I think I would be happy if Rusev won.
I would be happy if Nakamura won.
And yes. Would that happen? I mean, I don't know. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Any other news that needs to be talked about prior to getting into the pay-per-view?
No, let's dive in because we both have a problem with this card.
Yeah. It's a little lackluster, and I think that there would be ways to improve it,
And I think the way that they book the winners could help with that a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump into the pre-show. Pre-show match is going to be Sanity, which is not Eric Carter. Not what's his name?
Eric Young.
Eric Young.
Alexander Wolf
Yeah.
and Killian Dane.
Against all three members of the New Day, Big E, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. This is a tables match, so we got our first taste of some extremeness happening on the pre-show. This should be a decent match where they're going to beat the ever-living hell out of each other. Sanity needs to go over because they already lost a little bit of momentum when they first appeared on SmackDown.
And they lost this week too.
And yeah, so they definitely need to win this match. Are they going to? What do you think, Moiz? What's your prediction?
I think Sanity will win because I think Kofi, Xavier, and Big E are smart enough to know they don't need to win.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I just hope management sees that too.
Yeah. But honestly, I think they've had enough tenure in the business where if management has New Day going over, they would be like, yo, let's fix this.
I hope so.
And Xavier and Eric Young go way back to the TNA Impact days, you know? So I'm sure they kept in touch.
Yeah. I predict this is going to be a good match with a really fun finish. It'll probably be short.
This match should be on the main card.
It should be, yes. I agree with that completely. It's going to be short. It's going to be shorter than it needs to be. I predicted not going over 10 minutes, probably.
Yeah, I could see 10 minutes, Big E and Killian Dane cleaning house and one of them going through the table.
Yeah, something like that's going to definitely happen.
All right, Asuka and Carmella. Let's get to the main card.
Yes.
Asuka and Carmella with James Ellsworth in a cage above the ring.
Is this for the title?
Yes, and I don't see how this is extreme.
Because, you know, he's in a cage. That's extreme. He's above the ring. How's he going to interfere, Moiz? What's going to happen? Is he going to throw a shoe? Who throws a shoe?
On SmackDown, he used hairspray, so maybe he'll take some hairspray and throw it to Carmella. I do see Carmella going over. She is so on fire right now.
It would be damaging to not let her win, but it's also going to be damaging to not let Asuka start getting some wins. When was the last time Asuka won? She's lost every match since WrestleMania, hasn't she?
She beat Absolution a couple of times. Yeah, she lost every meaningful match.
Yeah, so it would be weird for her not to win this match, but at the same time, it would hurt the title if they don't have Carmella win this in a way. So it's going to be an interesting one for that. There's a good amount of dynamic in this, which is going to create some good drama to it. And both of these females are good workers, so I see this being a pretty fun match, especially because you don't know how James Ellsworth is going to interfere, but you know he's going to. You know something is going to happen with that.
I could see Asuka winning only if they want to build up to Charlotte or Becky program with her for SummerSlam. Because SummerSlam's our next pay-per-view.
Huh. Interesting. How are they going to...
Well, Asuka can win the title if Charlotte could just be like, hey, I already beat you. And Becky's won more matches than I think she's won her whole career the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Very true.
We got that. And then Nia and Alexa in the only Extreme Rules match on this card.
In the only, I don't know about the only. I think these matches are Extreme Rules, okay? Just because they don't call it Extreme Rules doesn't mean that
it wasn't last year either.
Okay. So Nia Jax.
Randy Orton and Kane had a match.
Yeah.
Last year. And they had to build it as Extreme Rules because not every match is actually Extreme Rules.
So we have Nia Jax, Alexa Bliss. Interesting that these two are the ones that are going to have the match, and we don't have a Ronda Rousey match at all. I thought that was interesting. I know she got written
Ronda
off TV.
will be in the front row.
Oh, so something's going to happen, and it's Extreme Rules, so we're definitely going to see something with that engaged with it. I got to kill Spider real quick. So who do you think is going to win this match? Who's going over?
I think Nia should go over. Alexa will go over. But I want to see Ronda and Nia again. I don't want to see Ronda and Alexa.
I agree. Yeah, I don't want. I'm done. It's not that I don't like Alexa Bliss or anything. I need her to take a step back for a little while and see some other talent come through.
Her and Ronda isn't believable.
Yeah,
like,
Ronda's too powerful.
Yeah, and Alexa, yes, is too powerful on the mic.
Yeah, she's great.
To Ronda.
She's great.
So we got that. Who do you have?
I think we're going to see Alexa go over because I think they're going to start taking Nia down a couple notches to keep her even keel so that she doesn't look quite so powerful. And I think that Alexa kind of needs the win, sort of. I don't know. It's a weird match because this is a match that doesn't need to happen, so it's very throwaway in a lot of ways, in my opinion. But
Extreme Rules is kind of becoming Alexa Bliss's pay-per-view. Like,
well, last year's was terrible.
No, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying like her winning streak pay-per-view because she beat Bailey. I think she beat Charlotte before that, or no, she beat Sasha before that. I think.
Yeah.
And then now it's going to be Nyla, perhaps.
We'll see. I think that Alexa should probably go over in a pretty interesting gimmick match that's going to have some weirdness to it with Ronda sitting in the front row. So after that match, we have Jeff Hardy versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the U.S. title. This is not stipulation. At least we haven't heard about one, if they're going to give one towards the end of it, which they probably should do something, because Shinsuke is going to do the low blow, right? Like, he's probably going to do something that is going to be extreme, so why not give some sort of Extreme Rules condition to it in some way? What do you think is going to happen with this match? This is one of those bigger matches that I think there's something needs to happen, right? Something needs to happen in this match.
This is a very hard match to predict. Like, I think Shinsuke's going to go over, but Jeff is really over with the crowd right now. And that gets the U.S. title over in sense, right?
Yes, it does. Yes, it gets people interested in keeping the belt on him, so they can see that happen, which is important for their needs and stuff.
So I'm gonna go with Shinsuke, but I think Jeff Hardy should win.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Jeff, and I think Shinsuke should win. So we're gonna differentiate on this on every part of it, basically. I think it's going to be a good match. This might be one of the better matches that we see Shinsuke Nakamura in. I think Jeff Hardy is enough of a ring veteran that he's going to do a good match with Shinsuke. And I think Shinsuke has something to prove. I think he should perform very well in this match. Still waiting to be seen exactly how he's going to do. I don't think he's transitioned very well in this culture of WWE and stuff. But I'm interested to see exactly what's going to happen with him. So, moving on. Yeah.
I think Jeff could sell the hell out of like Kinshasa.
Well, everyone can. You're just getting hit in the dick. You should be able to sell that pretty well. It hurts a lot.
No, I'm talking about Shinsuke's running knee to the face,
Oh.
like his actual finisher.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. That's what he actually does, right? I haven't seen him do it for such a long time. I forgot. Now we have the stupidest match of the entire card. The absolute worst match of the entire card.
For an Extreme Rules pay-per-view.
Stupid.
You have the most wrestling match.
And not only that, but also the fact that it's only 30 minutes. So we have Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins in a 30-minute Iron Man match. The stupidest sort of Iron Man match in existence is the 30-minute Iron Man match. If you're not going to do an hour, don't call it an Iron Man match. This might as well be a 2 out of 3 falls. It should not be an Iron Man match. So stupid.
I would have rather had a ladder match.
Oh, that'd been fun. That would have been cool. Yeah. That would have worked out real well.
Dolph and Luke Harper killed it in a ladder match. I'm sure Dolph and Seth Rollins could kill it in a ladder match.
Dolph was made for ladder matches. I mean, he's basically Shawn Michaels incarnate. So, like, he does such a good job with those sorts of, like, very high-risk things. And he's the best seller in the business. I think I've become a little sour on his ability to sell just because we're so used to it at this point. But, like, honestly, there's nobody that sells better than Dolph Ziggler. Like, he's really just so good at selling everything that he goes through, everything that happens to him. You believe that he's in real physical pain all the time. He's so good at that.
I agree, and I got Dolph winning. He just won the title recently.
Dolph winning what title? The Intercontinental?
No, Dolph already had the Intercontinental.
Oh, yeah, okay. Is this for
Yeah, it's for the title.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought so, but it doesn't say it on our notes, so I wasn't 100% sure, but I assumed it was. I didn't think there'd be a reason why it wouldn't be.
And then Seth will probably go into the main event scene.
Yes, which would make sense. That's where he should kind of belong for the most part. Even though they don't have people to match him up with right now, because I don't know, are they going to put him with? Where you see, and there's so many people missing from this pay-per-view. Where is Brock Lesnar? Where is Samoa Joe? Where is Finn
Balor? When we get to the next match, or the next two match, or no, you'll see.
Yeah.
Next match is. Well, you said you got Dolph winning too, right?
Yes.
All right. Next match is Finn Balor versus Constable Corbin, which I'm loving the Constable Corbin character.
Constable Corbin. Oh my gosh, this has no stipulation as well. This is just going to be a singles match. There's nothing special about this one, at least that we know about as of right now. It's just a regular old singles match. This is Finn Balor, Baron Corbin, Constable Corbin. Finn Balor's going to go over because he needs to, right? No?
Constable Corbin needs to.
Yeah, but he's just a jobber. Constable Corbin is just a jobber in this.
Constable Corbin
No.
is on a 2-week win streak.
No, it don't matter. He's a jobber.
I'm going Constable Corbin.
I think you're crazy for that.
You going Balor? I'm going Constable Corbin.
Yeah, I'm going Balor. I like Balor way more than I like Constable Corbin ever.
So I definitely want Finn Balor to win. Do you think he's going to come out on the Demon, or is he just going to be Finn Balor?
He's going to be Finn Balor.
Where's the Demon? We need the Demon to come back.
Vince sent him back to Japan.
Where he belongs. So we differ on this one. We're going to differ on this match. Then we have another straight wrestling match at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view. Oh my gosh. Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns.
I want to see this match.
I don't want to see this match. I think it's going to be dumb. I think Bobby Lashley is going to still look green and stupid. Roman Reigns, who I have no actual enjoyment of watching him perform. Overall, this match is going to be a bad match in my book, and I'm not excited to watch it. This is going to be my pee break match or something. Who do you have going over, since you care about both these guys?
Bobby, because he's going to turn heel.
You think so?
His best work has been as a heel. I know it was Impact, but he brought legitimacy to that company for like a week.
Okay.
So I think he needs to turn heel. I know everyone wants Roman too. And what I think should happen is if Bobby doesn't turn heel, he should be Brock Lesnar's next opponent. Hard-fought match. Braun cashes in.
Yeah, we need that to happen. The first day that we see Brock Lesnar back, Braun Strowman's going to cash in, and we have to see that title leave Brock Lesnar already, in my opinion.
So one of my friends gave me a crazy idea. Let's say we get Brock and Roman, or Brock and Braun, or Brock and Bobby, sorry. Hard-fought match. Braun comes out to cash. You have Roman kick Braun in the nuts and disqualify him.
Oh my gosh.
To cost him his title match, and that's how Braun becomes a heel.
Oh my gosh. They don't know what they want to do. They've written themselves into a corner with these guys, man. They don't know how to book these bigger guys and to make them look legitimate and scary and powerful.
Braun doesn't need the briefcase.
No, he doesn't.
You should win clean.
Yeah.
That briefcase should be on Samoa Joe, who, if he came out after a Rusev win, if that happens, Samoa Joe's the biggest heel in the company.
Yeah, that'd be a great way to do it, but it's not going to happen. So now we go into another. This one does have some Extreme Rules. This one has some actual legitimacy to be on this pay-per-view matchup. It's KO, Kevin Owens, versus Braun Strowman in a cage match. What do you think about this?
I'm going to go on a rant.
Okay, here we go.
This match does not need to be on the card. He threw him off the stage in a porta potty. I don't care about this. This match doesn't need to be on the card. Give me Elias, give me Miz, give me Samoa Joe, give me Ty Dillinger, give me James Ellsworth talking for 20 minutes. I don't want this match.
I don't mind this match. I don't mind it because I like Kevin Owens. He's a good worker.
I do too.
He's going to take a beating real well. He's going to lose. There's no way Braun Strowman doesn't win this match. It'd be really weird. I mean, are they going to try and pull the thing where Sami Zayn comes and saves Kevin Owens in some way? Is that what they're...
out for the year.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
With a...
And then I was... shoulder injury, I think.
Oh, wow, okay.
But I was thinking that they would do the whole cage breaking, but they just did that like Greatest Royal Rumble, so we don't need that again.
They don't mind doing it twice.
This is stupid. This match doesn't need to be on the card. Put this on the pre-show. Bring New Day and Sanity onto the main card.
Yeah, yeah. That would be a much better ordeal. So we both have Braun winning this match, though, right? No.
Braun wins easy. It shouldn't go more than 10 minutes.
It'll go a little longer than that, I think.
It shouldn't.
It'll be a good match. It'll be a good match. Then we have the match of the night, the absolute best match that there's going to be tonight. It's going to be Team Hell No Daniel Bryan and Kane, versus the Bludgeon Brothers, who are the tag team champions. The only reason why the Bludgeon Brothers ever won the titles was so that they could give the titles over to Team Hell No. That was the only reason. Now we know that for sure. It's going to be a decent match because all four of these guys can wrestle. Ooh, okay, well, we'll get into that. But I see Team Hell No going over, especially if they're keeping Daniel Bryan in the company, because they're going to bring more legitimacy to the tag team division than the Bludgeon Brothers are at the moment. Because we're going to be able to see matches with Team Hell No and the Club, and we're going to be able to see the Usos, and all these are going to be that's going to be a great match for the titles.
The Bar?
Yeah. We want to see this with Daniel Bryan and Kane, don't we? Isn't that what you want to see? You don't believe.
No, I'm gonna rain on your parade now.
You do not. You can see the Bludgeon Brothers hanging with all these tag teams.
No, but here's why I think Bludgeon Brothers go over. What pay-per-view is next month?
Is it SummerSlam? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Miz, Daniel Bryan, you've been building it. They had the Miz TV segment. Miz ran off, wasn't in the main event. Miz come down and cost him the match.
Okay. No,
And that's
I don't see that happening. I see Team Hell No winning, getting the title, and maybe we see them not defended on SummerSlam, which would be weird.
you can't have Daniel Bryan not on the card.
But they'll have him on the card. But what I mean is that maybe I think they're going to do the wise thing, and they're actually going to save Miz and Daniel Bryan a little bit longer, a little while
For
longer.
Mania?
I don't know about all the way till Mania. That's a long time. But they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot at SummerSlam, I don't think.
It's gonna get overshadowed at Rumble,
Is it?
and Survivor Series isn't a big enough pay-per-view anymore.
I agree with that.
It's gonna get overshadowed at the Rumble because, let's say the Rumble is unpredictable and Rusev wins.
But why bring back Team Hell No if you're not going to have them win on this pay-per-view? Why bring them back at all?
Man, Kane's a big fan of Luke Harper. A lot of people are a big fan of Luke Harper. Maybe.
They wanted to bring him back just so they could build them?
Yeah, and even if you have Miz take out Daniel Bryan, and the Bludgeon Brothers destroy Kane
No.
after the match is over, whatever, and then you have more fuel in the Miz and Daniel Bryan feud going into SummerSlam.
No, I think we'll see Team Hell No for a little bit longer. That's my gut reaction, is that. Then we have another tag team match. Obviously, we're not saying them maybe in the order that they actually appear on the actual card itself. We're just going through the ones that we know about. But we have the B team.
I just went by types of matches.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So wait, so you have Bludgeon Brothers going over. I have Team Hell No going over, correct?
Yes, and I do think Team Hell No should go over.
They will.
Bludgeon Brothers will.
No, I don't think so. Then we have the other tag team match on the card is going to be the B team versus Wyatt and Hardy, the deletion of worlds for the Raw Tag Team Championships now. Do you see the B team going over in this? Is there a possibility that they do that?
B team wins.
Really? Like, you think pretty decisively?
I don't know if it'll be decisively. I think this will be their new pee break, because they don't want the women's matches to be the pee break. So this will be between the main events. Probably between Brock and Bobby and the title match. And I think B team wins. They lose it to Author to Pain in the next 2 weeks. Then you get Author to Pain, the leader of the world, on the Hardy compound.
I'm so tired of the ultimate deletion style matches. I don't want to see them anymore. I'm not a fan of these off the map, the squared circle matches and stuff like that. I don't want these high production value matches as much as I do just a good solid match that happens inside of the ropes and stuff. I don't see that happening. I know where you're going with it. I can understand why you're booking it that way, but I see the Wyatt and Hardy going over, beating the B team, and they continue their feud for the next little while. Possibly the B team wins it at Survivor Series, depending on how over they get going.
Well, you also have the Revival who beat Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns.
Yeah, but they're not a real team, so that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but it's Roman Reigns losing.
He doesn't matter. You're crazy.
All right.
And then we have what is going to be the main event: AJ Styles versus Rusev for the World Heavyweight Championship for the SmackDown title. This should be a really good match. Honestly, this is probably going to be my match of the show. I think I'm most excited for this, besides watching Daniel Bryan, obviously. I want Rusev to win. There's no reason for Rusev to win this match. I understand that. I get the way that these bookings happen, but I like Rusev. He's so over with the crowd. It's dumb not to have him win. I would love them to do something where they could get him to win and then immediately cost him the title back to AJ so that it doesn't stick or something. But I really want Rusev to be a huge performer in this match, and I think that he's going to be. And I don't know. I think that it could be very, very good showing for him. What do you think is going to happen with this match?
So since I have the Team Hell No losing, I think next month we're gonna get Rusev and Aiden English winning the tag titles at SummerSlam.
Okay, we haven't seen them team too much, and
Yeah.
they could be a really good, like, what would be their team name? Like, it'd be like Rusev
Happy
Day,
Rusev Day.
Happy Rusev Day featuring Aiden English.
Featuring Aiden English. Well, you don't have Rusev Day without Aiden English.
That's true. That's true. They're kind of a package, but it sounds bad that it's only Rusev's name in the tag team title or in the team name, right? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't matter too much.
But Aiden's the one entertaining on the mic.
Very true. So, but what about this match? What do you think about this match in particular? What's going to happen with it?
I think AJ goes over. I think we're gonna get AJ and Samoa Joe at SummerSlam.
That'd be a good match. I want to see that match. I want to see those two perform. Actually, we've seen them many times on the program that will not be named. So we know that they can go. And
SummerSlam's gonna be like 18 hours.
SummerSlam will never end. It'll be something that just happens all the way till next year.
It goes into the next day's Raw. They go, oh, don't forget, when you sign off the network, tune into USA.
Yeah, exactly. We're over here, but we're starting up on this site. AJ's gonna win this match, right? That's the final bout of it, though.
I think this is Rusev's test.
Okay.
If he puts on a hell of a match, they're gonna put the tag title or the US title on him. I think this is the, hey, AJ and Seth Rollins are our two biggest performers right now. Go out there and prove it with one of them.
This match needs a stipulation of some kind, doesn't it? Like, it really deserves to have some sort of stipulation. It should be extreme. It should be Extreme Rules. It should be something, and the reason why is because it would allow AJ to win without hurting Rusev too much. And I think that
then you have Aiden English out there and basically had both of them lose to AJ.
yeah, but it's gonna hurt him for that reason. If it was Extreme Rules, then it's a gimmick, so it doesn't matter.
No, but then Aiden can come in whenever he wants.
Yeah, but you bar him from ringside. Like they come up with the cage above the ring or something.
That's for James Ellsworth.
I know.
But it would be cool, yeah. You could do an Extreme Rules match. The cage is still hanging. AJ pulls it down, throws what's his face in there, and lifts it.
I want to see that happen now. That'd be great. That'd be awesome if that was to happen and you called it right now.
Well, I mean, the last superstar I fantasy booked on our channel was Mike Kanellis, and now Maria's magically coming back at the end of summer. I'm just saying.
They're listening to you. They're listening to the podcast.
But we do have potential for a great pay-per-view.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
just
so.
gonna run through something really quickly.
Okay.
Sandy New Day is on the pre-show. Could easily be a solid match.
Yes.
Asuka and Carmella could be very entertaining, though not a good match. Nia and Alexa have chemistry. You don't know how that can go.
Yeah.
Jeff and Shinsuke are great performers. Dolph and Seth for 30 minutes straight. The crowd's going to be into it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Balor and Corbin and Bobby Lashley and Roman, the crowd will boo the hell out of both of them.
Oh my god, it's gonna be so violent.
It's in Pittsburgh.
It's gonna be so violent. ECW.
KO and
ECW.
KO and Braun, whatever, but Hell No and Bludgeon Brothers, the reaction Daniel Bryan's going to get is going to add 1 star to the match.
Yes.
And then AJ and Rusev can be great. You have, like, half the match on his card could be potential 4-star matches.
Yes. What is What's your prediction rating for this card? What for this event?
Out of 10, or are we
Yeah.
doing letter grades?
Out of 10.
I think this card will be a 6.5.
That's kind of where I was feeling. I'll be honest. I was going to say 6 or 6.5, and I'm hoping it overshadows our expectations and it gets a real strong solid 8.
You got Dolph and Seth Rollins going for 30 minutes straight. That alone should give it 2 points, right? Even though we hate the idea of the Iron Man match.
Yeah, 30
but
minutes.
what they're going to do in the ring.
Yeah. I think that this 6.0 card could be an 8.0, and that would be overachieving. I don't think it could possibly get higher than that, personally. It's right around the corner. I'm excited for it to happen. It feels like we've been waiting for Extreme Rules for a little while now. I like that they're only doing one pay-per-view a month instead of the 2 like they were. It was getting a little draining, and now that we have to wait...
Like 7 hours for a damn pay-per-view.
Extreme Rules won't be that way. Extreme Rules will be just 5 hours.
We just listed like 10 matches.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. Wow.
If you give each of those matches
10 minutes.
You got 100 minutes, but then you got entrances and
yeah,
30-minute Iron Man match.
30-minute pay-per-view, man. That's how it used to be back in the day. That's how they need to go back to.
But it's stupid. We don't have Elias on here.
Yeah.
We don't have Seth Rollins on here.
We don't have Samoa Joe on here.
No Samoa Joe. No Miz. Yeah, it's just
little lackluster.
Almas and Sin Cara had a great match on SmackDown on Tuesday.
Almas is
I
great.
would have rather seen that than freaking Braun and KO, because they have that backstory that they're best friends from way back in the day, and now Selena Vega turned him evil.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how the pay-per-view turns out. I'll be watching it, smoking some hookah and relaxing and enjoying the show. I know you will be too, and I don't know when we'll get back together to talk about these sorts of things, but if nothing else, we'll do something. We'll figure out something to post about it.
I do have a friend who wants to come on for the review show, so
okay.
If your schedule doesn't clear up, what I'll do that with him.
Okay, that'd be cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah, definitely, because we definitely want to bring people on. Anyone watching, if y'all want to come on or call in, we'll work something out.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't mind doing that at all. This has been the Ringside Hookah Podcast, doing our prediction preview. Yeah, go right ahead.
2 weeks ago on NXT.
Yeah.
Bianca Belair cut a promo on all the women while on her honeymoon on a cruise ship.
That's great.
And it was epic. YouTube it.
I will. That's a good one. That's
so
good.
Fun. Like, she was on a cruise ship tanning, and she's like, she just goes off on everyone.
That's great. Like I said, this is the Ringside Hookah Podcast predictions for Extreme Rules 2018. We like to smoke hookah, even though Moiz is unable to today. We like to talk about wrestling, which is what we just got done doing. And we will be doing more stuff like this. You have fantasy bookings that you do on Saturdays, right? Or is it Sundays?
Yeah, it's usually Friday or Saturday.
Okay.
I skipped last week and this week because Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
But I have my Ty Dillinger written up.
Okay, cool. That'll be a good one for fantasy booking, especially. I am doing these superstar spotlights. The first one with X-Pac is already done and over, and it's on the site and everything. So go and check out that video if you have not. The next one that I do is probably going to be Scott Hall. Maybe, I don't know. I think Scott Hall is probably who I'm going to do. I think that's the one that I'm feeling the most towards. I'm a huge Scott Hall mark and stuff.
You know, I have a suggestion for one down the line.
Who?
Just because of how crazy he is, and I feel like if you do more research on it than you want to do, if you do Scott Steiner,
oh man, you delve into the depths.
Dude, he's still doing Frankenstein merch on Impact.
Yeah, I know he's back on there. Is he the champion on Impact or not?
He was a tag champion, but it was to put someone over.
Okay.
Scott Steiner putting someone over.
Yeah, he knows his place, I think, a little bit better now. Scott Steiner is an interesting character in the world of professional wrestling, for sure. So he would be fun to do.
Underrated trash talker.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just I'm gonna come and I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna pop you pump.
And he knows they're like the delay, so he's like, "Fuck you" in the middle of
Yeah, just because he knows he can get away with it. No one's gonna say something to him.
Yeah,
All right.
but at 55 years old, doing Frankensteiner still, it's good for you.
Good for yes, very much so. This has been the Ringside Hookah Podcast. Thank you so much for watching. I am the bad guy, Matt, and joined with me, as always, is the man, the myth, the Moiz. Thank you so much for joining me, my good friend. Anything else you want to say as we say goodbye?
Yeah, Sasha and Bailey should have been an Extreme Rules match.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, they're building up to it enough, but whatever. All right, well, we'll catch you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, it's still real to us, damn it. Bye.
Bye. Are we off?
No, we're not. Hold on.
That's awesome.